everybody, I'm Miguel Sanchez, and welcome to episode 6 of Pokemon Exploration. You thought we were gone, huh? Well, think again, because we got another episode for you guys, and it's going to happen right now. So thank you all for coming. Welcome to this episode of Pokemon Exploration, and we're going to finally finish the Charmander evolution line right now. Are you ready? Let us begin with episode 6, where it's going to be about Charizard. One of the fighters in the Super Smash Bros. Series since Brawl. I can't believe it, guys. We're going to get into it today, and we know what it is to be like it. We have Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, and Gigantamax Charizard also with us today. So get ready for that, guys. For those who have seen episode 5 earlier today, we did take a look at Charmeleon, the middle base of the Charmander line. If you want to go check it out, link to the videos up there at the top right corner of the screen. Click the info card up above. Watch anytime you want, whenever you want. With all that said, let's get started. So, what is Charizard? Charizard, Japanese, Lizardon, is a dual-type fire/flying Pokemon introduced in Generation 1. It evolves from Charmeleon starting at level 36. It is the final form of Charmander. Charizard has 3 other forms. It can Mega Evolve into 2 other forms. Mega Charizard X using the Charizard X, or Mega Charizard Y using the Charizard Y. It can Gigantamax into Gigantamax Charizard if it has the Gigantamax factor for its Gigantamax form. Charizard is the game mascot for Pokemon Red and its remake Pokemon Fire Red, appearing on the box art of both games. Okay, that should be pretty good. Let's see more about Charizard. Charizard, the Flame Pokemon, Lizardon, number 0006, type is fire/flying. Yeah, for that, and also Mega Charizard Y. For Mega Charizard X, its types are fire and dragon. You remember that. For the abilities, Charizard is Blaze, Solar Power is the hidden ability. For Mega Charizard X, it's Tough Claws, and for Mega Charizard Y, it's Drought. So yeah, it's gender ratio, 87.5% male, 12.5% female. Catch rate, 45, which is 11.9%. Breeding, egg roost, monster dragon, hatch cycle 20 cycles, height 5 meters. For Charizard, its height is 5 feet 7 inches tall, or 1.7 meters, weighs 199.5 pounds or 90.5 kilograms. For Mega Charizard X, it's the same height as Charizard, 5 feet 7 inches tall, or 1.7 meters, weighing 243.6 pounds or 110.5 kilograms. For Mega Charizard Y, again, 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing or 1.7 meters, weighs 221.6 pounds and 100.5 kilograms. And finally, for Gigantamax Charizard, its height over 91 feet and 10 inches tall, and or over 28 meters. Its pounds and kilograms are unknown. Base experience yield 209 in generations 1 through 4 and 240 for generation 5 onwards. Medium leveling rate is medium slow. Megastones are Charizard X and Charizard Y. And for value, total is 3, 0 hit points, 0 attack, 0 defense, 3 special attack, 0 special defense, and 0 speed. And the shape and footprint are on your screen right now. Pokédex color is red. Base friendship is 70. Alright, now let's get into biology, and this is going to be a long one. Here I go. Charizard is a draconic bipedal Pokemon. It is primarily orange with a cream underside from the chest to the tip of his tail. It has a long neck, small blue eyes, slightly raised nostrils, and 2 horn-like structures protruding from the back of its rectangular head. There are 2 fangs visible in its upper jaw when its mouth is closed. 2 large wings with blue-green undersides sprout from its back, and a horn-like appendage juts out from the top of the 3rd joint on each wing. A single wing feather is visible through the center of each wing membrane. Charizard's arms are short and skinny compared to its robust belly, and each limb has 3 white claws. It has stocky legs with cream-colored soles on each of its plantigrade feet. The tip of its long tapering tail burns with a sizable flame. Charizard flies in search of powerful opponents to battle, and its fire will burn hotter as it gains experience. Its fiery breath is capable of melting boulders and massive glaciers, and has been known to accidentally cause forest fires. Though its fiery breath is hot, it never turns it on any opponent weaker than itself. Charizard typically inhabits mountains and valleys, such as the Charcific Valley. In Johto. The anime has shown that only a weak Charizard will show off its power. It also showed that Charizard can swim underwater, with Pokemon Origins further showing that the flame on the tip of the tail can still keep burning underwater. Charizard's wings can carry it to an altitude of 4,600 feet, or 1,400 meters. Charizard lives in herds with Charmander. Charizard has two Mega Evolutions, both feature a shorter snout, white vertical slit pupils, and a bright underside reaching the lower jaw. As Mega Charizard X, its body and legs are more physically fit, though its arms remain thin. Its skin turns black with a sky blue underside and soles. Two spikes with blue tips curve upwards from the front and back of each shoulder, while the tips of its horn sharpen, turn blue, and curve slightly upward. Its brow and claws are larger, and its eyes are now red. It has two small, fin-like spikes under each horn, and two more down its lower neck. The finger disappears from the wing membrane, and the lower edges are divided into large, rounded points. The third joint of each wing is adorned with a claw-like spike. From Mega Charizard X breathes blue flames on the out the sides of its mouth, and the flame on its tail now burns blue. It is said that its new power turns it black and creates more intense flames. As Mega Charizard Y, it becomes sleeker in appearance but retains its normal coloration. It has three pointed arm horns on the back of its head, the middle of which is longer. It now has larger fangs and a ridge on the nose. Its neck is shorter, but its torso is thinner and longer. It features long, digitigrade feet. Its hands are less developed, with extremely shortened fingers that are no longer separated from each other. Small wings develop on its wrists, while the ones on its back become larger, lose the wing feather passing through their membrane, and end up with ragged edges. The back of its tail has a large spike as the base and three smaller ones near the tip, which now burns with a longer flame. Mega Charizard Y is said to have incredible flying prowess that is greater than a jet fighter. Charizard also has a Gigantamax form. As Gigantamax Charizard, it becomes larger and physically fit. The lower part of its body glows with white, with several yellow diamonds located on the lower belly. There are also diamond-shaped spots located on the front legs. The claws located on its hands and feet become longer and sharper. The feet become longer and digitigrade, retaining small glowing soles under the forefeet. The cirri of the eyes become yellow. The glow of the flame can be seen in the mouth, and the teeth grow, with the lower front teeth and three teeth in the middle now protruding when the mouth is closed. The flame on the tail extends out and has three red clouds surrounding it, like the clouds most other Gigantamax Pokémon have. Two flames sprout from its horns, and its wings are transformed into literal flame wings, extending to the shoulder blade. These colossal flamed wings were created from the energy of Gigantamaxing, and are hotter than magma. Gigantamax Charizard uses these flames to burn its opponents. We're the number one, so sorry about it, people. The flames within Gigantamax Charizard burn hotter than 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit, or 2,000 degrees Celsius, and increase in temperature when it roars. Gigantamax Charizard is the only known Pokemon capable of using the G-Max move, G-Max Wildfire. Okay, this should be pretty good. Here's Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y. They're on your screen right now, so yeah, let's get into it, starting with in the anime. Main series, major appearances, Ash's Charizard. Ash has a Charizard that he caught as a Charmander in Charmander, the Stray Pokemon. He evolved from Charmeleon in Attack of the Prehistoric Pokemon after saving from the claws of an Aerodactyl, which I'll talk about in a future episode, so please stay tuned. Unfortunately, Charizard disobeyed Ash's orders until Charizard chills. Liza of the Jurassic Valley owns her own Charizard, nicknamed Charla. She apparently has a romantic relationship with Ash's Charizard after he becomes her bodyguard. Team Act. A Charizard was a member of Team Act, who was considered for the job of rescuing Big Brother Pikachu in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Team Go-Getters out of the gate. They were, however, occupied on another mission. Okay. Elaine's Charizard. In Pokemon the series XY, Elaine owns a Charizard that can Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard X. Trevor's Charizard. Trevor has a Charizard that he received as a Charmander from Professor Sycamore. It is revealed to be capable of Mega Evolving into Mega Charizard Y, as shown in A League of Its Own. Kiwai's Charizard. Kiawe owns a Charizard that was given to him by his grandfather. He often uses it as his personal ride Pokemon. Other. Alright, let's get to the other. In Mewtwo Strikes Back, a Charizard participated in the battle between the original Pokemon and the clone Pokemon, battling Ash's Charizard and winning easily. Unlike much of its brethren, Charizard wasn't cloned from Ash's Charizard, and it has the same marks that Charmander too had, indicating that it was likely obtained by Mewtwo through different means than the ones used to clone the trainers' captured Pokemon. Charizard reappeared in Mewtwo Returns. In One Trick Pony, Jesse borrowed a Charizard from the battle pack, and it was used in a battle against Ash and his Totodile as part of an elaborate plan to capture Pikachu. A Charizard nicknamed Dawn appeared in those darn Electabuzz under the ownership of Corey DeMario. Casey had to help them get their fighting spirit back so that Corey could start pitching for the Electabuzz baseball team. In Shocks and Bonds, Clark used a Charizard and Quilava in a battle against Ash's Grovyle and Glalie. Charizard defeated Grovyle, but then lost to Glalie. In Grading Spaces, Delibird gave Jesse and James a Charizard and an Aggron, while Jesse getting Charizard and James getting Aggron. However, they were recalled at the end of the episode, as they were meant for Cassie and Butch. In Flash of the Titans, Leon's Charizard battled Lance's Gyarados during the World Coronation Series finals and won. It has since made further appearances in Pokemon Journeys, the series. Charizard is capable of Gigantamaxing. And HZ001, Charizard appeared under the ownership of Freddy. And that's it. Moving on to minor appearances. In Island of the Giant Pokemon, a giant robot, Charizard was at Pokemon Land. Charizard made his physical debut in a flashback in Primate Ghost Bananas. In the Ultimate Test, James used a Charizard during the Pokemon League emissions test. In The Breeding Center Secret, Charizard evolved from a Charmeleon in a TV advertisement for Cassidy and Butch's Breeding Center. In Carrying On, Ash's Ductile hypnotized and attacking Firo is seeing it as a Charizard. A Charizard appeared in Beauty and the Breeder under the ownership of a Pokemon breeder participating in a Pokemon breeding competition. In the Screen Actors Guild, Vitzo's Fantasy featured a Charizard. In Disguise the Livid, a coordinator's Charizard competed in the Vertiturf contest. A Charizard appeared in the opening sequence of Destiny Deoxys. In Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, multiple Charizard were part of the feuding armies that were eventually placated by Sir Aaron in the past. A Charizard that could evolve appeared in the opening of Mega Evolution Special 1. Unlike Lady Charizard, this Charizard can Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard Y. A Mega Charizard X appeared in the opening credits of Dynasty and the Cocoon of Destruction, while Mega Charizard Y appeared in the movie's ending credits. A Charizard appeared in Volcania and the Mechanical Marvel. A Charizard appeared in a fantasy in Alola Kanto. A Charizard appeared in a fantasy in A Talent for Imitation. A Trainer's Charizard appeared in a video hologram in Goodbye Friend. In A Little Rocket R&R, a Trainer's Charizard was captured by the Mentori Matrix, but later freed by Ash and his friends. A Gigantamax Charizard appeared as a silhouette in a fantasy in Toughing It Out. A Gigantamax Charizard appeared in a fantasy in Sword and Shield, The Darkest Day. The Charizard appeared in Getting More Than a Metaphor. A Traded Charizard appeared in These Could Be the Starts of Something Big. A Gigantamax Charizard appeared in A Squad Worth of Passion during a fantasy. Alright? For Pokemon Origins. Red's Charizard. Red obtained a Charizard as a Charmander from Professor Oak when he went out on his journey. It evolved into a Charizard sometime after Red defeated Koga between File 2 Cubone and File 3 Giovanni. During the battle against Mewtwo in File 4 Charizard, Red's Charizard Mega evolved into Mega Charizard X and battled Mewtwo. It was the first Mega Evolution seen in the anime. Other. In File 1, Red, a Charizard was one of the Pokemon seen in Professor Oak's introduction. Pokemon Generations. In the Redemption, Caleb's Charizard celebrated its trainer's crowning as champion alongside Caleb's Chestnut. In Pokemon Twilight Wings. In Letter, Leon's Charizard battled and defeated the Bees Machamp in a Pokemon League tournament. Charizard reappeared in a fantasy in training and on television in Buddy. In Sky, it was seen in its Gigantamax form. It battled Mustard's Mienshao and the Gathering of Stars. In Poketoon, a Charizard nicknamed Charlie appeared in Blossom's dream, which belonged to Blossom's dad. Pokemon Evolutions. Red's Charizard. Red's Charizard briefly appeared in the Discovery, and other. Leon's Charizard appeared in the Champion. It was used as in a flashback to battle Eternatus, but was not strong enough to defeat it on its own. Later, it cheered Leon up before heading to his championship match against Victor. Okay, so here's Charizard. So here we have Charizard, Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, and Gigantamax Charizard, all in the anime. And we see Charizard in Pokemon Origins, Mega Charizard X in Pokemon Origins, Charizard in Pokemon Generations, Gigantamax Charizard in Pokemon Twilight Wings, Charizard in Pokemon 2, and Charizard in Pokemon Evolutions. Now, moving on. In the manga, Ash and Pikachu. Ash's Charizard appear in Off to the Battle Frontier, facing off against Noland's Articuno. The Electric Tail of Pikachu. Ash's Charizard first appears as a Charmander in You Gotta Have Friends, and then later as a Charizard in the Indigo Finals. Richie's Charizard also appears in the Indigo Finals, battling against Ash's. Movie adaptations. Ash's Charizard has made some appearances in the manga adaptations of the movies it appeared in. Pocket Monsters, HGSS, Joe's Big Adventure. A Charizard appeared in JPA 5 under the ownership of Lance. Pocket Monsters Platinum. Aim to beat the Battle King. An unknown trainer used a Charizard in PPK 4. Pokemon, The Legend of the Dragon King. Akira, the main character, owns a Charizard. Mori also owns a Charizard. Pokemon Adventures. One of Blue's main Pokemon, Charizard, debuted as a Charmander. With his increased capacity for battle, both with augmented strength and his flight ability, he proved to be a valuable asset for Blue, both during the Silph Co battles and in the Pokemon League, where Red's Venusaur narrowly defeated him. He had evolved from Charmeleon sometime before calling Kadabra. In the X and Y chapter, he was revealed to have become able to Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard Y. Charizard was fantasied along with the other fully evolved Kanto starters in Chinsho in Charge, where the Pokemon Association chairman of Kanto and Johto explained to Bill and Janine the special privilege of entering the finals unconditionally after collecting badges. In PS589, X's Charmeleon, Salome, evolved into a Charizard during a battle against Xerox's Pokemon. He has a Charizard X hidden in the flame on the tip of its tail, and with it, he can Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard X. A Ride Charizard appeared in a fantasy in Array and Po Town. Kiawe's Ride Charizard appeared in Finale, the battle against other dimensions. Leon's Charizard first appeared in Crackle Practice Battle. It is capable of Gigantamaxing. Okay. Moving on to Pokemon Battle Frontier. Rald, the main character's mentor, has a Charizard. In Pokemon Gotta Catch 'em All, a Charizard first appeared in GDZ 52 under the ownership of Naki. Pokemon Journeys, the series. Ash's Charizard appeared in a fantasy in Legend. Check! Friends, check! Leon's Charizard appeared in Flash of the Titans. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Ginji's Rescue Team. The Charizard from Team Act appears in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Ginji's Rescue Team. He, along with his teammates, is a role model of Mudkip and tries to rescue him when he mistakenly believes that Ginji is a threat to Mudkip's safety. Pokemon plus Nobunaga's ambition. Ransay's color picture scroll. The Charizard first appeared in the Scarlet Scroll, Kunoichi's situation, under the ownership of Yukimura. Pokemon Pocket Monsters. Green, the main rival of Red, owns a Charizard that evolved from Charmander, his starter Pokemon, apparently skipping the Charmeleon stage in the process. It is a mischief Pokemon that has a rivalry with Red's Clefairy. It has reverted to the Charmander stage, although it has since evolved back into Charizard permanently. A Charizard appeared in Pikachu's birthday party. From Pokemon Ruby Sapphire, a Charizard appeared in Clefairy's golf debut. In the Pokemon Zen Show, Satoshi owns a Charizard that was originally a Charmander he received from Professor Oak. In the manga, there's Charizard in Pokemon Adventures. And not only that, we also have Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, and Gigantamax Charizard all in Pokemon Adventures. That's it. In the TCG, Charizard's first released TCG card, which as part of the base set, was widely regarded as at the height of its popularity of Pokemon as the best card ever. This was because of its powerful attack, Fire Spin, and useful Pokemon power, Energy Burn, which allowed it to convert any energy attached to it to fire energy. Fire Spin needed 4 energy and could deal 100 damage, knocking out the majority of Pokemon cards. In addition, it had the highest HP event. At 120, individual Charizard cards were sold up to as much as $150. First edition cards of this dwarfed this price at one point, breaking the $1,000 US dollar price point. This Charizard card was reprinted in Wizards of the Coast Space 2 set and Base Set 2 and Legendary Collection sets, and released again with updated artwork in the Stormfront expansion. Okay, So in the TFG, one Charizard figure has been released. Next quest, Charizard. Other appearances in Super Smash Bros. Series. Charizard appeared as a Pokeball summon in Super Smash Bros. And Super Smash Bros. Melee before becoming playable as part of Pokemon Trader's team in Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as well as a solo playable appearance in Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U. In Pokémon Tournament, Charizard is a power-type playable character in Pokémon. Moves it can use include Flamethrower, Fire Punch, Blade Blitz, and Seismic Toss. Upon entering Synergy Blast, Synergy Burst, and Mega evolves into Mega Charizard X and can use the Burst attack Searing Blades. And you can see Charizard in Pokémon Tournament on your screen right now. Detective Pikachu. A Charizard appeared in Detective Pikachu under the ownership of Sebastian. It is a frequent underground battler, and as such, it fought Harry and Detective Pikachu prior to the events of the movie. And in Celestial, Charizard appeared in the music video for Celestial, carrying Ed Sheeran back home. It is later seen in an anime sequence with Ed Sheeran and his other Pokemon, helping him to stop the fight between Mewtwo and Mew. And you can see Charizard in the music video for Celestial. Okay, let's take a look at the Pokédex entries. Sword. Sword says it spits a fire that is hot enough to melt boulders and may cause forest fires by blowing flames. And Shield says its wings can carry this Pokemon close to an altitude of 4,600 feet. It blows out fire at very high temperatures. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Let's take a look at stats. 5 HP, 5 attack, 5 defense, 7 special attack, 5 special defense, and 6 speed. So that's it. Let's get into the trivia. That's another long one, guys. In English, the category Flame Pokemon is shared by Charmeleon, Charizard, Flareon, Cantonian, Moltres, and Infernape. In Japanese, Flareon has the category Ono Pokemon or Flame Pokemon, while the other four share the category Kain Pokemon or Flame Pokemon. Charizard and Mewtwo share several Mega Evolution similarities. Both Pokemon are the only ones to have the two Mega Evolutions instead of one. Both of their Y Mega Evolutions were introduced before their X ones. Both Pokemon changed their typing in X Mega Evolutions while they remain the same type in their Y Mega Evolutions. Prior to Generation 6, Charizard and Rhydon share the same cry. This cry was updated and reused for Mega Charizard Y. Charizard holds the distinction of being the first Pokemon to appear in the Japanese version of the Pokemon anime, as it is the first one to appear in the opening. However, outside of Japan, Mewtwo is the first to appear. Charizard is the only Pokemon in the Super Smash Bros. Series that has the transition from a Pokeball to a Pokemon to a playable character. Charizard and Jotonian Typhlosion, along with their respective evolutionary lines, have exactly the same base stats in the same distribution. Charizard was the focus of a Pokemon Center promotion in April 2010. And the Mega Charizard Y has the highest base special attack stat of all Fire-type Pokemon. Charizard was the inspiration for the naming of Chilicola Charizard, a species of stem nesting bees. The discoverer, Spencer K. Moncton, was inspired to name the species after Charizard, its mountainous habitat, and the orange coloration found in the first specimen he observed. Charizard is the only Pokemon not available in Pokédex to be a ride Pokemon in Sun and Moon, where it is unobtainable via normal gameplay in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Charizard is the only non-Galar Pokemon to be in the Galar Pokédex in the base game of Sword and Shield. Charizard is the most common Pokemon found amongst champions, being used by 4 of them. Because of its beauty and elegance, the Drift Veil Drawbridge is also referred to as Charizard Bridge. Charizard, its pre-evolved forms, and Mega Charizard X were designed by Atsuko Nishida. Charizard is Nishida's favorite Pokemon. In the Pokemon of the Year poll held by the Pokemon Company in 2020, Charizard was voted as the most popular Generation 1 Pokemon, receiving 93,968 votes. It was also the 4th most popular Pokemon overall. The current design of a shiny Charizard was first seen in an official art from 2001, between the releases of Pokemon Crystal and Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Charizard appears in Pokemon Battle Chess. It behaves like the bishop piece in chess, but can also move 1 square backwards. Pokemon of the series Diamond and Pearl is the only anime series to not feature a Charizard in any capacity. In Generation 9, Charizard is unable to learn both Metal Claw and False Swipes via TM, whilst pre-evolutions can learn False Swipes and Charmander can learn Mega Metal Claw. And that's it. Here's Pokemon Gallery Encounter with shiny Pokemon by Kensuke Mori and Charizard in Pokemon Battle Chess. Let's take a look at the origin. Charizard may be based on European dragons, which are heavily associated with the element of fire in European folklore. This draconic appearance would later be reflected in the fire/dragon typing of Mega Charizard X. Like its pre-evolved forms, it may also take inspiration from lizards, dinosaurs, and the mythical salamander. Its English and Japanese nomenclature may be a reference to how Western dragons are heavily inspired by lizards and other reptiles. Okay, but for the name origin, Charizard may be a combination of char, to bird, and lizard. Lizardon may be a combination of lizard and either dragon or don, common suffix in dinosaur names derived from the ancient Greek word for tooth. Okay, finally, in other languages, Japanese name, Lizardon, from lizard, dragon, and don. French, Dracofeu, from Draco and Afu. In Spanish, Charizard, same as English name. German, Glurak, from Glut, Drach, and possibly Rakete. In Italian, it's Charizard, same as English name. Korean, Ritamon, from lizard and monster. Mandarin Chinese, Penhulong, from Penho and Long. And Cantonese Chinese, the Pafolu Hong, from Pafo and Long. And yeah, that's it. That's it for Charizard. That was a long episode, guys. But what do you think about this Pokemon? Let me know in the comments below, the comment section down below. I'll do my best to make it happen in the next episode. With that's it for today. Thanks for watching this episode of Pokemon Exploration. That was a long episode, guys, but I hope you all enjoyed it. Be on the lookout for more great content coming real soon, including the next episode of Inside Animal Crossing. A new episode just dropped. It was about Allie. The next episode is Amelia, so be on the lookout for that coming soon. And I hope be on the lookout for the next episode of Local History coming soon, where it's going to be about the next Star Media Group. And Local Reviews is going to be about Univision. So be on the lookout for that as well. For the rest of the schedule, please check out the local videos on the channel. For now, thanks for watching. I'm God Stitches. You be yourself, and I'll see you next time on Pokemon Exploration. Come back and see me next time for episode 7. We'll be taking a look at the water types for the very first time on the series. We'll be taking a look at Squirtle. So be on the lookout for it. It'll be awesome. I can't wait for it. So episode 7 is Squirtle. Be on the lookout for that coming soon on Pokemon Exploration. So stay tuned for it. Otherwise, if you want to go catch up on past episodes, I've got a playlist for you. Go check it out right now. Link to the playlist is up there on the top right corner screen. Click here for card above. Watch anytime you want, whenever you want. With all that said, thanks again for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share this video with your friends, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, turn notifications to miss a new video. Subscribe to notifications to miss a new video from me, as we're on the road to 3,100 subscribers. Thank you again for watching. Take care. I'm God Stitches signing off. In the world of Pokemon, thank you for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. I'll see you in another video. Laters!